Oke?
Iya, mana?
Langsung tak mulai. Digedein tuh tolong.
Udah. Gas,
Oke. Ya, dimatiin mic-nya. Mic kalian
Oke,
semua
siap.
dimatiin ya. Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I hope you are a good condition. Yeah, we are group number 10. In this group, we are discuss about the impact of the enactment of jobs creation law on environmental law enforcement. But before we explain the detail of this subject, let me introduce first our member of this group. The first, of course, that is me. My name is Muhammad Ernsyari Stakbar, and then my partner, that is Arka Muhammad Amrullah, and then Muhammad Fauzi. So let's start the explanation about the impact of the enactment of job creation law on environmental law enforcement. Okay, in this subject, we have two outlines. The first outline, we will discuss together about the environmental issue. And then the second outline of this subject of this material, we will discuss about the conclusion all of the discussion. So let's start from the first part of the outline, that is environmental issue. In environmental issue, our group, we have got there are several issues at this time. There are four issues of environmental law regarding jobs creation law. The first, that is environmental impact assessment, and then the second, that is environmental permit, and then the third, that is administrative sanction, and then the last, that is sorry, I think you cannot see from this video, but the fourth issue, that is criminal sanction. So we will explain the first issue first, that is environmental impact assessment. Okay. In the first issue that is about environmental impact assessment. In environmental impact assessment, there are three problems. The first, that is a criteria of significant impact activities that mandatory area is not clear. And then the second problem of this material, that is assessment theme change. And then the last, that is a public participation is significantly. And then how about the explanation one by one of this problem? The first, that is about the criteria of significant impact activities that mandatory area is not clear. That is the subject of this, or the law manage of this subject, that is in the law number 23, or that is in the job creation law. But in the environmental law, that is regarding a law number 32 of 2009. And then the second, that is the second problem of this issue, that is about the assessment theme change. Yeah, in this explanation, I mean there are some change about assessment theme. That is the first, like there are difference between the job creation law and then law number 13.2 of 2009 about this subject. And then because of the change, the difference between that law, that is will make some publication will be loose. I mean, like in the law number 13.2 of 2009, we already know KPA, that is the government theme. But in the job creation law, there is no explain about the KPA. So yeah, that it will make some word will be loose. And then the last, that is about the public participation is significantly. In this subject, there are some difference between the job creation and then law number 13.2 of 2009. That is like limiting the rule of how do I say, masyarakat public, sorry, with only in the creating the environmental impact assessment. But in the law number 13.2, the rule of public not only just in creating the environmental impact assessment, but more than like that. And then we will go to the other topic. In the other topic, that is about environmental permit. In this topic will be derived by my partner. So Muhammad Fauzi, that's your turn, that's your time. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you for a chance from Brother Khairun. The next is environmental permit. In the plan of the job creation law planning, abolish environmental permit and replace it with environmental approval or permit right. And environmental approval is a feasibility decision in environment. It is according by the article number 1 in paragraph 36. Business and or activity license are permit issues by technical agencies to conduct business and or activities in article number 1 and paragraph 13 and 7. Next, environmental permit as a requirement for a business license. It is fulfilled in the article number 40 of law or 13.2 in years of 2009. Okay, next, there is a discussion about the job creation law. Next round. Okay. Previous back. Before we talking about the administrative permit, I want to talking about the potential of the actual clearance is not reduced of the creation job law. fifth is because consent is also a permit, or especially if the agreement is stated in the form of a decision. Number two, Neumon Minahasa Raya decision. Three, the academic draft of the job creation law state in accordance with politics the law on the drafting of the job creation law bill permit or permits that are not commercial exchange to approval for use distinguishes it from commercial permit. Next, authorize government official as a form of approval of the request of community citizen in accordance with the provision of the legislation. Next, the Comparison Administrative Procedures Act 2.E, point E or A in Indonesia, or 60 state 60 state number 267 in years 19 and 46 years. Okay, next I want to talking about administrative sanction. Administrative sanction, there is a discussion about sanction or administrative. There is a discussion about sanction or criminal and civil liability in the job creation law planning. It is so that this bill is not only about the easy of doing business or in the sense of simplification of permission, but also the possibility of missing or reduce legal consequence or sanction if business actor, or in we know about oligarchy or activities generate pollution or damage. Okay, next. Next round. And the last term is criminal sanction. Criminal sanction, we will talking about 3 points. Number one is the job creation law planning failed to understand criminal sanction. Next, the job creation law does not consider some activities that are very dangerous to the public as a crime. And the last, the job creation law only allows criminal sanction if the perpetrator does not pay the fine. Maybe that's all from me. Next to by brother Ambru. Thank you.
Thank you for the good explanation, Brother Fauzi and Brother Kyron. And we begin to the last paragraph or the last discussion about our topic. That is a conclusion. So, how does the ratification of the job creation law impact the environmental law enforcement? As we know together, the job creation law given so many impact about positive and negative impact. But we not talk about the positive impact because we know together that the substancy of job creation law is include about the increase of economic side in Indonesia, and all people know about that. But today we will talk about the negative impact of the job creation law itself in enforcement and environmental. Uh, as my friend said in the beginning, that there are so many bad impact, like there's no environmental impact analysis, or we can say that AMDAL. Uh, there's so many factory or so many building. There's no AMDAL or AEA. That it's very dangerous for us if they throw the battery, or we say that in Indonesia limbah, in water, and there's no one know, and people in behind the water use the water, it can be dangerous for the people. So the step taken by the Constitutional Court to revise the substance of job creation law is a good step. We think that it's a good step, even it's been late for 2 years. Why not in after 1 month the job creation law enactment? But that's no problem. We think that the step that was taken by Constitutional Court to revise the substance of job creation of law are appropriate because there are so many defects and ambiguities in the law. Like there's no AMDAL, and the factory can building easily, and there is no uh, not knowing the impact of the building of factory itself. If the Constitutional Court not taken step like they did in one weeks before, it can be dangerous for us and also for the environmental itself. Okay, there is a conclusion that we had. If there any mistaken, we apologize. Thank you for the attention. See you in next presentation. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.